Hello everybody and welcome. In today's video we're gonna look at all of the new PSVR2 announcements at the State of Play that happened yesterday. Let's get to it. Alright, so first off I want to say that I'm a bit disappointed with this State of Play. I went into it knowing full well not to expect any PSVR2 games since it wasn't mentioned in the PlayStation blog, but at least we got some hybrid games that can be played in both VR and on a flat screen. Well then, let's start with the first game that appeared in the showcase, and that is Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. This game was previously teased with a brief trailer that didn't show much gameplay, but now we finally got a proper look. Unfortunately there was no PSVR2 footage in the trailer, but we know it's coming since some YouTubers have already played it early on PSVR2. Now let's talk about how unique this game looks. It's not as colorful as we're used to with previous FNAF entries, and I like that Steelwood Studios is trying something new for a change. The graphics look amazing on a flat screen, so I hope we can expect the same level of quality in VR. And at the end of the trailer we get a release date, June 13 of this year, with a retail price of $40. That's not too far away. Overall the game looks exciting and we're finally going to be able to walk around freely. It seems like a full-fledged game and a fun ride. Next up we have Midnight Walk, a game we previously saw in the last State of Play back in September 2024. In this latest trailer we didn't get any PSVR2 footage either, but we did get to see more gameplay. There are tons of enemies and different ways they'll attack you, which looks amazing and wasn't what I was expecting at all for the combat. There's also a unique mechanic where you have to blink, causing enemies to change positions. I'm pretty sure that we'll use eye tracking and I'm really hyped for that. Midnight Walk is set to release on May 8th with a retail price of $40. I love the art style and I'm glad it's coming out soon. It won't be a long wait before we get to play this visual masterpiece. Lastly we have Dreams of Another, which hadn't been announced before. It kind of came out of nowhere, but at the end of the trailer the PlayStation VR2 logo appeared, confirming it's going to be a hybrid game. However, once again there was no PSVR2 footage, so we have to judge it based on the flat screen trailer. Visually the game has a really neat voxel based art style, which I think suits VR well. It's supposed to be an emotional adventure game where you shoot and destroy objects and rebuild the world. I'm not exactly sure how that will work, but I guess we'll find out when it releases. However, I hope the game has a strong story, something that could make you feel deep emotions or even cry. That would definitely be cool. The game is set to release this year, but to be honest I'm not super hyped for this one because it looks a bit too simple. And that covers all the games that were shown in the State of Play. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, I found it quite disappointing and I like to explain why. I think the games themselves look amazing and I'm glad we got to see new gameplay, release date and even a new game announcement. That was exciting. But I'm used to that State of Plays have some kind of hype factor. At least the one game that makes me jump out of my chair with excitement. This State of Play didn't do that for me, whether it was the flat screen games or the hybrid ones. Most of these games were already known, which took away the element of surprise and excitement. Now I know people are saying that the PSVR2's second anniversary is coming up on February 22nd, but even if Sony has big games or exciting announcements, it's likely they will just post them on PlayStation blog instead of representing them in some kind of showcase. And that feels like a less effort to me. If I had the choice, I'd rather see big announcements in a State of Play rather than in a blog post. But who knows? Maybe Sony just doesn't have anything big to show. Let's hope that isn't the case. Alright, and that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more VR content. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye!